We're now going to look at the procedures for packing the attack pack. Whilst initially this may look daunting, the reality is after firefighters have practiced it a couple of times and followed the step-by-step instructions, it really isn't any more difficult than flaking hose into a hose tray. As with flaking hose, we want to start with a rolled length of 38. A rolled length has already had the air squeezed out of it. We then need to measure a bite of 1.85 meters from the non-strap end of the coupling. If you're at your station, you can simply mark these distances on the floor and use that as your frame of reference. But if you're doing it out on the road, if you open the bag out fully, you can see that there are two inlets as identified in the video. And these serve as on-the-road markers for the 1.85 meter measurement. As you would when you were flaking hose, it's a very good idea to remove any twist from the hose. So you can see the firefighter starting from the strap end, gently feeding the hose through and forming a loose pile, ensuring that the one side is upward the entire way, so removing any twists from the hose. The firefighters are then going to ensure that the 1.85 meter bite that they initially measured with serves as a starting point for them to coil the hose around. And you can see them starting with that bite, with the non-strap end serving as a starting point. They're gently coiling the hose around. As you can see, the firefighters are dressing the hose coil as they go, making sure there's no twists and ensuring the coil is tight. When the firefighters have about 1 meter to 1.5 meters of the hose remaining, the hose is folded up into a U shape with the strap end out from the center. The remaining hose is then gently folded into the center of the U shape, and the hose coil is brought together. It's then gently picked up and placed into the red bag. The top of the bag is identified by the yellow tabs, and you can see there's a yellow index tab in the bag that's used to split the hose coil into two. The hose is then moved forward tight to the top of the bag, and the non-strap coupling is folded up to the top of the bag. The bag is then closed, ensuring that the yellow tabs are to the outside. The non-strap end is attached to the branch, either an Acron or a Protect branch, and both couplings are secured using the Velcro tabs provided. The 70 to 38 reducer is then attached to the strap end, and the bottom of the bag is then closed. using the Velcro attachments. The top of the bag is then closed in the same manner. Make sure that the carry handle is to the outside of the Velcro tabs. And that's it. We're now going to look at the procedures for packing the lay pack. Again, this is best performed using a rolled length of 38. So bowl the length of 38 out and open the pack out fully. When the pack is opened out, you will see that there are two corners of the pack that won't be secured by Velcro. These are going to be the corners that the couplings are going to come out of. Starting from the strap end, the hose is concertinaed into 90 centimetre bites and fed into the bag in the same way that you'd flake a hose into the hose tray. The hose is dressed as this is done, exactly as you would if you're flaking it into a tray. Once the firefighters reach the end of the hose, the coupling, the other coupling, the non-strap end, is fed out again the opposite open corner. So the corners that will not be secured when the bag is closed up by Velcro. The bag is then carefully closed up and secured using the Velcro tabs. The ends of the bag are then secured using the Velcro, and the couplings are pulled to ensure there's about 30 centimetres of hose on either end. The reducers are attached. 70 to 38 reducer is attached. The hose is dressed so that it lays flat on either end, and the Velcro tabs are secured in place to hold the couplings. And that's the procedure for packing the lay pack. As you can see, it can be done very rapidly by following the step-by-step instructions.
The following hose lay technique incorporates the use of both the red attack pack and the blue lay pack. As seen in the video here, Firefighter 1 removes the red attack bag from the pump. He also grabs an entry tool and hands the tally keys to the pump driver. Firefighter 2 grabs the blue lay pack and a 1x2 70mm breeching. Firefighter 2 places a 70mm breeching at the safe entry point to the building and informs the motor driver of its position. The motor driver then removes the 70mm hose from the rear of the pump and lays out enough hose to safely and easily reach the 70mm breeching at the entry point of the building. Once the motor driver has attached the 70mm hose to the breeching, he will then inform the firefighting crew the hose has been connected and that the valves have been shut off at the breeching. He will then remove any excess hose from the rear of the appliance and connect it to the pump. The motor driver will then slowly release water into the 70mm line and charge up to the 70mm breeching. Both Firefighter 1 and Firefighter 2 then make their way inside the building to locate a safe entry point to set up for fire attack. Once a safe location for setup has been identified, Firefighter 2 then places the blue bag onto the ground, removes the coupling to be connected to the attack bag, and then Firefighter 2 will then reverse hose lay the 38mm hose down the internal fire stairs and connect to the 70mm breeching. As you can see in the video, Firefighter 2 using the lay pack can easily reverse lay a line of 38 from inside the bag down a stairwell without creating any further trip hazards or unnecessary kinks in the hose, and enables the firefighter to then run the liner hose to the 70mm breeching located at the entry of the building. The firefighter then removes the coupling from the pocket and the coupling spanners from the rear of the bag and connects up the 38mm hose to the 70mm breeching, communicating with Firefighter 1 when to deliver water to the attack bag. Firefighter 2 removes any excess hose from inside the blue bag, and Firefighter 1 opens up the red attack pack, removing the hose from the bag and uncoiling the hose using the yellow tab locator, extends the hose into a larger coil, communicates with Firefighter 2 to deliver water to the attack bag, and the fire attack bag has been designed to be charged for ease of operation in confined areas and allow firefighters to use the full 30 metres of hose at the entry point of a compartment.